What's up, y'all? Mario Lopez, and I'm so thrilled to have Dr. Sin back in studio with me today. This is her third time on the show. Love having her. She's just a bundle of joy and beautiful energy. And Dr. Sim is a global mental health leader and expert, founder and CEO of Conscientia Health. And she's been traveling over 33 states, 16 other countries. And I want to get into a couple topics that a lot of people are dealing with right now in this sort of anxiety post-pandemic world. First of all, great to see you. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Nair.
And it seems like doctor work, stress, money, worries just keep popping up in life. And anxiety has become a really big issue, right? Not just since the pandemic, just everything going on in the world. What advice would you have for people in dealing with that?
Sure. So first, I think it's important that we know what anxiety is. And so, because I feel like the word is used loosely lately.
Yes.
So I'll just define the symptoms, right? Anxiety is uncontrollable worry, excessive worry. I'm worried about things that I cannot control. I just can't stop it. Overthinking. For some people, it feels like your chest is tight, kind of like a knot in your stomach. For some people, it's sweaty calm. It's racing thoughts. Trouble sleeping. That's a big one as well. Anxiety disorders, we've seen a 25% rise since the pandemic. And so now our mission at Conscientia Health is to be able to help people live and manage the anxiety so that it doesn't affect their everyday life.
That's so awesome. I may have a mild case of that, or maybe it's just everyday stress. We'll see. By the way, before we go a little further, I just want to give you your flowers. Congrats on the 2025 Forbes Business Council induction. That's huge.
Thank you.
In your space right there, especially for mental health. Conscientious health has come a long way, and I love that you're tackling these issues that people deal with every day. That's got to be a very gratifying feeling when you get that sort of award, right?
Thank you very much, Mary. And yes, it's humbling, I should say. I wasn't expecting that. Humbling, and I'm honored to do that. What it does for me, it fuels the fire in me. It makes me want to do more. So we're in 33 states now, 16 countries. My goal, hopefully, is to be in all the countries in the world. I know that's a big ambition, but the goal is to be able to have mental health care accessible to everybody. It doesn't matter where you are, where you live.
Yeah.
Just to be able to access mental health care is very important.
It is very important. And Gen Z seems to have grown up really in this wild time, right? With the pandemic, social media. I gotta imagine that is probably the most anxious generation that we've seen in a while. How can they spot signs either in themselves or in their friends?
Absolutely, Meher. And you nailed it. Gen Z grew up in a pandemic era, right? And so for them, it's not like kids. First of all, they say that there are 67 million Gen Zers in the US, and this is between ages 13 and 28. And so for them, they grew up in social isolation, remote school. For some kids, they were remotely schooling for about 2 years. And so what that did was cause loneliness, again, isolation. And for some kids, it caused trouble sleeping because they don't know what next, what's going to happen next.
Right.
And so, yeah, there's been a rise for sure with Gen Zers. In fact, 42% of Gen Zers are currently diagnosed with a mental health condition in the country. 42%.
Wow.
Since the pandemic.
Is that a legitimate diagnosis, or are people overdiagnosing?
No, a legitimate diagnosis.
Legitimate.
Mm-hmm.
And our listeners who are feeling this anxiety and want help, what tips would you have for them?
Sure. So I can share 5 tips. I always come with 5, right?
Okay, 5.
Okay, 5 tips. And maybe you can learn from this as well. Because I feel like every one of us suffers from some form of anxiety.
Absolutely.
The key that is to prevent it from being severe so it doesn't affect our everyday life. Okay, 5 tips. There's something I call the 4-7-8 breathing, where you inhale for 4 seconds. I hold my breath for 7, and then I exhale for 8 seconds. That's very helpful.
You know, I've been doing that. Just I try to stop, take a deep breath. I try to let go and let God with me. So, okay, good. I'm on that. All right. Oh, there ones.
There you go. And that's like a reset button.
That is a reset.
Which sometimes we forget to breathe.
Yes.
So, number 2, let's see. Worry journaling, I call this. And so, write down one worry, something you're worried about. Because anxiety, again, is uncontrollable worry.
Yes.
So I write down something I'm worried about. Work is not going to go well today.
Yes.
And then you challenge that worry with something that's good happening that day.
Yes.
So I don't know, nice breakfast with my family today. Just thought challenges is what we call it. So, but write down the worry. When I see it, it's more objective. I can tell maybe this is not a real problem.
Okay.
Thirdly, I would say 1-minute stretches. Oh my God, that's very helpful. Rolling your shoulders.
Stretch, exercise, I agree. Okay.
Stretching, like
Beautiful.
ease tension for us as well.
Okay.
And finally, the little things. Sensory overload is a huge problem right now in the US. everywhere you go, there's something happening.
Right.
And so just sensory grounding.
Put down phone.
Put down the phone, hold a cold bottle of water. Who knew? For 30 seconds, that can help. Right? Smell coffee, actually, for 30 seconds. Yeah, that can help. Notice 5 things in the room when you walk into the room. Touch 4 things. So those little things kind of like helps us reset our sensories, and it can help reduce anxiety.
I like those little things, and they don't cost anything. Last thing, you're a tech innovator, and how has technology helped your patients manage anxiety? Like, is there any tools you're excited about?
Yes, absolutely. So Conscientia Health was actually founded on the foundation or on the platform of telepsychiatry, right? And so before the pandemic, we saw 80% of our patients on telepsych anyway. For us, with the pandemic, we've innovated, we've expanded to different countries, to different states, like I said. What I'm very excited about now is AI, I have to say. And so we're rolling out very soon by the end of the year, we're rolling out an AI-driven app that's going to help our patients identify triggers. For example, payday. Some people get very nervous on payday because you open your bank account, you're not sure how many bills has come out from the bank account. That's a big worry, actually, for most people nowadays. Inflation. Everything is more expensive. So this AI technology we're working on will be able to help identify high anxiety days or help you predict a day that you could possibly be anxious, so you could plan to exercise, or take a break.
Yeah, take a deep breath. I love your speedy voice. The rasp and everything. Do you sing?
Well, and then I love karaoke.
I was just curious if you
I don't know karaoke, and my favorite genre, believe it or not, is country music.
Oh, country is okay. Is that big in Nigeria?
But maybe, I don't know, it's just good enough to hold on for at some.
Oh, you went to school in Oklahoma? Is that right? What school you went?
University of Oklahoma.
Oh, that's so never mind. Yeah, see if we talk about this. I think we did. Oh, it's the windiest city out there. No, Oklahoma City is. Although it's very, very windy, and with the tornadoes. That's awesome. I always love when you come by, Dr. Sin. Thank you so much, and you have such great information, so thank you.
Please feel free to reach out to us. We'll be happy to help. Anxiety could be a life struggle, and you don't have to do it alone.